Okay, folks, so I'm going to try this one more time. I have recorded this cast review video 3 times, and my phone has crashed each time, so I've actually switched phones now. I'm now using the old iPhone 5 that I used to use, and it's now just an iPod because I don't have a carrier for it. But next week, the live feeds begin on Utopia, the new Fox TV show. Actually, it's like 3 days from now is when the live feeds begin on the internet, so you can start seeing what's going on with the cast, see if you're going to like the TV show, and then the TV show airs the first week of September. Fox needs a good reality TV show because American Idol's on the way out, X Factor's dead, and Fox really hasn't had a good competition show, if you can even call Utopia a competition show, since the Temptation Island days. They had Temptation Island, and they had Temptation Hotel, and they had that weird little show that I liked, but most people didn't, which was called Forever Eden. Now, in Forever Eden, your goal was to go to this island and try to make it week after week after week through evictions, and the show was to go on forever, but it clearly did not, because it didn't even last, I think, maybe 8 or 9 episodes, and it was canceled. So hopefully Utopia does not go the same way. Utopia is by the maker of Big Brother, and it takes a whole concept of the live feeds from Big Brother and puts them with kind of a survivor type show out in the woods, and people are supposed to be out there for a year at least, and over the course of a year more people come, so I think every 30 months or so new people will be coming in and Utopia will grow larger. And there's really no competitions or anything. It's just straight up, you go out, you live. It kind of looks like if the scene on the website is where they're actually filming and it's not footage from the European version of the show. Looks like they plopped these people down in Appalachia. Like right here in America in the Appalachian Mountains, because those look like the Appalachian Mountains. Very wooded mountains, but they can grow tropical food, so it'd be like in the southern Appalachians, like North Carolina, South Carolina, but I'm not even sure where they're filming it at. I'm sure it's probably an island off the coast somewhere, but it's a very hilly island, so maybe Chile or somewhere like that. I don't know. It's very dry down there, so it's not like Chile. Okay, this is going to be a cast review. There are 15 initial contestants that are going to be sent to Utopia. The Utopians, as they call them. I'm going to start with my favorite. This is one I really hope has a lot of potential, but he's also the most flawed person, and is very likely, if people find out about him, he won't last very long. They will make him self-evict, or they will kick him out some way, somehow. It is Dave Green, or Fifth Avenue Fifth Avenue Dave. I messed that up, but I'm not going to go back and re-edit this. He was homeless, so this is a step up for him. He's going to have a shelter and everything over his head. He's unemployed, obviously. He just got out of prison. He's a convicted felon. He brings his skill set is he's an amateur barber, so at least they're going to get their haircut on Utopia. And he is also a swindler, so I'm hoping he is in charge of the currency there, which will make things a lot interesting, because they have to make their own currency and their own trading system and everything. So I hope he's in charge of that, because that would be very interesting. I know it would be a good way for him to show that he has potential. Very attractive man too. So I mean, There's some pretty ladies on this island, or this colony, if it's not on an island. So, we'll see how things go there. Amanda Scott. You know, every year the reality TV shows have to have filler. Like, they just cast one person that's just filler for the show. Amanda Scott is this person. Her skill set is she brings a baby because she's pregnant and she wants to have the baby on Utopia. Or in Utopia, I should say. I doubt she's going to make it that long because it's going to be very stressful out there building your own society, and I don't think she's going to be able to make it. And the people that do have a medical background are probably not going to want to deliver a baby in the middle of Utopia. And who wants a screaming baby out there when you thought you were getting away from society for a whole year? So I don't think she's going to last very long. Her only skill sets, besides the fact that she's pregnant, is she can sing, she has patience, and she's a planner and an organizer. That's her only skill sets. She's not going to last long. Then we have Dede Winston. 26, she's polyamorous, which means basically she's a whore. She's from Los Angeles. She's a model. I've seen her on another show. I swear to God. Maybe it's at True Life. I'm a polyamorous couple from a few years back. But she's definitely been on TV before. I know her from somewhere, and it's going to be very interesting to see how she gets along with these other people. Chris Tuarto, 25, single, Gary, North Carolina. I said Gary, Indiana, last two videos. I'm going to get it right this time. I'm looking at my notes. Glass blower. And a chili farmer. Those are good skill sets to have at Utopia. He's a guitar player too, so him and Amanda could start their own band. The Wild Utopians. I don't know what band name they would have, but there's also another singer too, so they could have a touring band after they leave Utopia. Woo-hoo. But he surfs, skates. He's pretty attractive. I think Dedeker's going to definitely put her eye on him, and she's going to want to encourage him to be a part of a showmance on the show. But I think Hex is going to be the one he's going to go after. I'll tell you about Hex in a minute, and why I think that. Then we have Red Van Winkle, 41, father, from Cecilia, Kentucky. He's a home builder and a handyman, and he can make moonshine that will make your tongue slap your brain. Notice he said that he can make moonshine that will make your tongue slap your brain and not your teeth, because he doesn't have any. He's very strange looking, definitely redneck. He's a stereotypical mountain man, hillbilly. So it would not surprise me, considering the fact that I think that this location that they're filming is in Appalachia. It would not surprise me if they just drop these people in the middle of Red's farm, and that's the reason why he's on the show, because he doesn't look like the rest of them. He's only on the show because that's his farm, and he told the producers, yes, you can have your show here, but I have to be on it. I have to be a main character. I could see it. Andrea Cox, 38, single, San Diego. She's a raw vegan. She's a detox expert. I think she's going to do quite well food-wise. Her cast bio picture is very pretty, but it's not like her video. Oh my God. Her video, when I saw her video, I was like, because she had Botox all over her face. She looked older than 38. I don't know if it's the same person, to be honest. It does not look like the same person from that very manicured photo to the cast video. It just doesn't make any sense. But another one that also looked a lot prettier in their cast photo was Bella Chartrand, 45, single, Georgia. She's the pretty prepper with a purpose. She's a doomsday prepper. She's been doing this for about 10 years, I think. She's the most prepared for Utopia. In her cast bio video, she's cutting up wood, and she's like in a dress, like a little skirt thing. She's 45. That's not pretty. It's not cute. Girl, go put on some clothes. Nobody wants that. Rob Hospiter. Hunting, fishing. He's a gun handler. Looks like a Tea Party patriot. He's got the military skill set. Possibly a hothead. But he is engaged, so there's not many chances. He's 38. Really didn't make an impact on me. So, I'm sure he's going to be the hunter-gatherer, and hopefully they send him outside the camp, and he's not like on camera all the time, I hope. Aaron Thomas, 26, single, looks like he's from Oxford, Mississippi. Just like Dedeker, I know him from somewhere. Think he was on one of Gordon Ramsay's shows? Perhaps Hell's Kitchen? God, Hell's Kitchen's Fox, so it would make sense. I think he is. You can tell that I don't do that much research with these videos, because it just literally hit me just now, because I know him from somewhere. Because in the video and in the cast photo, he's dressed in the apron and everything. He looked very familiar to me. He is a private chef. He forages, works out, very cute, attractive. I really, really think that he was from Hell's Kitchen now. I'm going to have to look that up. Bree Nguyen, can't pronounce her last name, 20. She's probably the youngest one, I believe, the whole set. She's from California. She's a veterinarian tech. She can can fruits and vegetables. Yeah, she's pretty boring. So, not going to discuss her too much. When I first saw her, I was like, yeah, yeah, she's boring. Nikki Nose, or Nosh, I don't know how you pronounce her last name, don't really care. She's 29, single, New York. She's a doctor, life coach. She does yoga. She's very flexible. Chris, she's flexible. She's definitely going to be hooking up, and I think she's going to hook up with Chris. Because Chris is the most attractive man on the show, so I really think they're going to hook up. Mike Quinn, 33, single, New York. He is an attorney, and in his video and in his picture, he is dressed in a 3-piece suit. I don't think you're going to be needing that in Utopia, sir. He's likely a douche, because he says one of his skill sets, besides being an attorney and being able to litigate things... What is that light on my neck? Oh. Phone case. He says he's a wise guy, which probably means he's a douchebag. He's probably going to tell inappropriate jokes that are going to get under people's skin. He fancies himself a politician, so I'm thinking his whole idea of going on Utopia was to be a leader. He wants to be the leader of Utopia, the governor. He's got cute wavy hair. I mean, he's kind of attractive. But I just don't see him being attractive to the others. And it's going to look very weird with him outside of a 3-piece suit, because he did look the part. I don't know if I'll like him outside of that 3-piece suit. Hex Van Isles, who has got to have the best reality TV name of anyone that's ever been cast for reality TV. She's 25, single, from Detroit. She's unemployed, but she does hunt, fish. She's an archer too. She likes those. In the video, she's like pulling back the arrow, and then they pause because the arrow is right next to her breasts. Because that's really her skill set that she brings to the show, is she has really nice breasts. Chris is going to like those. Chris is going to hook up with Hex. I would bet you, but I don't have that much money to bet right now. But yeah, they're going to hook up. Josh Johnston, 36, father, Salt Lake City. Is he Mormon? Possibly. He's a contractor. He can cook as well. He can sew. Oh, he can make you some clothing. He can fish and he can hunt. Now, he's a very burly man, so I think the ladies would probably seek him out if he wasn't so old. Have you noticed that the whole cast seems to be a lot older? Like, there weren't a couple of the young people, like Bree, who's like 20. She can't even drink yet. I thought you had to be, well, she's probably 21 by the time they filmed the show. Because, as I understood it, you had to be 21 to be on a reality TV show, because there'll be alcohol. If Red makes moonshine, Bree better hope that she doesn't turn 21 in Utopia, because there's going to be moonshine for her birthday party. That can go well. Jonathan Lovelace, the last person, 45. He's from Churchill, Tennessee. Appropriate, because he's a pastor and he wants to bring God to Utopia. Oh, he's gonna have his hands full with the polyamorous girl and convicted felon, and he's gonna have some temptation when he looks at Hex. I'm even tempted when I look at Hex. And her name's Hex. How inappropriately satanic. Alright, well, that is the cast of Utopia. I've managed to fit it all in under 15 minutes. I'm surprised. So I'm going to go try and upload this now without the phone crashing. I'll be back next week to do the cast review. The first review of the first episode of Utopia. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully, this show does well. Until then, bye-bye.